Don't wait for the world to believe in you. That's your job. You go first, you believe when no one claps, you show up when no one cares, you grind while they sleep, because you understand one of the deepest truths of life. The universe responds to boldness. It does not reward the timid. It does not hand out gold medals to those who hesitate. It moves in favor of the one who moves forward, regardless of fear, regardless of opinion, regardless of odds. That's the fire that lit Walt Disney when he was told he lacked imagination. That's the fire that drove Oprah Winfrey when she was told she was unfit for television. That's the same fire that turned a broke, rejected young writer named J.K. Rowling into a billionaire with nothing but words, willpower, and a refusal to give up. Greatness has no fixed address. It visits those who stay ready, but staying ready means enduring storms others run from. It means working without applause. It means mastering the invisible. Your thoughts, your habits, your character. Because success is not found in the spotlight. It's forged in the shadows, in those quiet, lonely hours where you do the work no one sees. And those hours are what separate the average from the immortal. You want more? Be more. Not just on Monday. Not just when it's easy. Every single day. Because when the world tests your consistency, you show it your conviction. When life gives you chaos, you answer with clarity. When everything tells you to quit, you say, I've come too far to stop now. Purpose isn't something you find. Purpose is something you build through action, through alignment, through refusing to let your gift go unused. If you feel like there's more inside you, it's because there is, and it's waiting. But it won't come forward if you live like you have time. You don't. Your clock is running. And no one is coming to rescue you. Not luck, not motivation, not magic. Only you, and the moment you finally decide to own your life like it was a kingdom handed to you by fate itself, because it was. Every breath you take is currency, and the world is asking, where will you invest it? Will you spend your energy protecting your comfort or building your character? Will you keep chasing distractions, or will you double down on your destiny? You don't get both. You don't get growth and ease. You don't get greatness and guarantees. You get one or the other. And every day you delay, you're casting your vote. So stop negotiating with the part of you that wants to quit. That version of you has nothing to offer your future. Kill the comfort, starve the doubt, and discipline yourself into the life you know is yours. Because when you refuse to quit, your world begins to shift. Doors appear where there were once walls. Opportunities find you. Allies emerge, not because the world changed, but because you did. Because you crossed the threshold, the point of no return. And when you do that, when you burn the boats and commit with everything you are, the universe must respond. You don't need perfect timing. You need an unshakable decision. So decide now, right here, right in this moment. Draw the line in your soul. Say it with me in your mind. I will not quit. I will not stop. I will not leave this earth with my potential still locked inside me. Because this life, this one shot you've been given, is not a rehearsal. It's not a warm-up. It's the real thing. And every second you waste living small is theft. Theft from the person you were meant to be. The impact you were born to make. The lives you were destined to touch. Your story is not over. You're not behind. You're not too late. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Because now you know, now you see it. The fire, the mission, the mountain, and more importantly, you know that you're strong enough to climb it. Not because it will be easy, but because you've made the most powerful decision a human being can make, to rise no matter what. Do you know why Abraham Lincoln is remembered? It's not because he was born into power. It's not because life handed him the keys to greatness. It's because life tried to break him and he refused to break. He lost 8 elections. He failed in business twice. He suffered the death of the woman he loved. And still he rose. Still he led. Still he changed the course of history. Why? Because he made a decision that no failure, no loss, no setback would define him. Understand this. The world doesn't belong to the talented. It belongs to the determined. It belongs to the ones who are willing to be forged in fire. Steel is not made in comfort. It is made in furnaces. And neither are champions made in soft conditions. They are shaped by resistance, sculpted by pressure, and revealed in moments most people run from. So if you feel pressure right now, if life feels heavy, don't curse it. Welcome it, because that pressure is shaping you. It's turning your excuses into armor, your fear into fuel, your weakness into will. It is showing you who you are becoming. Every day you refuse to quit, you rewrite the script of your life. Every day you rise when it would be easier to rest, you prove that legacy is a choice. Every step forward is a vote for the future you want, cast in discipline, written in action, sealed in fire. So yes, you'll be tired. Yes, you'll be misunderstood. Yes, you'll be tempted to take shortcuts. But shortcuts don't build strength. Comfort never made a conqueror. You know what did? Purpose, conviction, vision that refuses to die. Because if your dream can be killed by a bad day, it was never a dream. It was a fantasy. And this life you're building is not built on fantasies. It's built on sweat, focus, resilience, sacrifice. Carnegie started with nothing. Not a penny, not a title, just fire in his mind and a willingness to outlast anyone who stood in his way. And that's the secret no one tells you. Success is not about being the best. It's about being the last one standing. While others get distracted, you stay focused. While others chase trends, you build mastery. While others quit, you go again, and again, and again, and again, until the door opens, or the wall breaks, or the mountain finally moves. Because success does not come to those who knock once. It comes to those who are willing to knock until their hands bleed. This is the mindset of kings, of queens, of leaders, of legends. They do not quit because they know who they are. And that is the greatest power you will ever have, to know, without question, who you are becoming. So if you've lost before, good. If you've failed, excellent. If you've fallen, perfect. That means you're in the game. That means you're still alive. That means the story isn't over and the hero is still rising. You have no idea how close you are. One more try, one more morning, one more push could change everything. But most people never find out because they quit right before the miracle. Will you carry the fire when the night is cold and long? Because the day is coming, the day where it all makes sense, where the sacrifices matter, where the struggle becomes a story, where the scars become proof that you didn't quit, that you didn't settle, that you didn't shrink. But instead, you stood, you rose, you became. And when that day comes, the day the mountain crumbles, the day the vision is no longer a dream but a reality, you'll look back, not at the trophies, not at the applause, but at the moments you could have quit and didn't, because that is where the victory was won, in the silence, in the struggle, in the thousand invisible battles where no one cheered, but you kept showing up anyway. That is the essence of greatness, to endure when it's not convenient, to build when no one is watching, to believe when no one else does. And so I ask you now, one final time, what are you made of? Because this life will ask, it will test every word you speak. It will press on your dreams with the full weight of resistance. And if your belief is hollow, it will collapse. But if your belief is earned through discipline, through grit, through relentless effort, then nothing, and I mean nothing, can stop you. Because the moment you refuse to quit, you enter a different league. You separate yourself, you graduate from wishing to becoming, from chasing to creating, from hoping to commanding. This is where the few are forged. Not in the light, but in the shadows. Not when it's easy, but when it's impossible. And they do it anyway, because something inside says, this is who I am. Not a victim, not a quitter, not a maybe, but a force, a warrior, a builder, a finisher, So wherever you are in your journey, if the vision is blurry, if the money is gone, if the world has stopped clapping, good. Let it be quiet. Let it be hard. Let it be so heavy that only the real ones survive, because that's how you know it's your time. The weak won't last here. The fake won't last here. But you will, because you made the decision to never quit, to burn the ships, to outlast the excuses, to become the kind of person who earns success, because you were willing to bleed for it. And in that decision, you already won. So go, get up, rise. This life is waiting for no one. Success begins the moment you refuse to quit. And that moment is now.